Rocketship provides macros so that you can automate all the business rules in your company inside of Autotask that hooks into modules such as the Rocketship scheduler, the escalation module, and all the other modules. What we've done now is we've taken the macro engine and we've also made it available directly inside of a ticket. So where before macros were a back-end thing that your administrator used to configure how Rocketship interacted with Autotask. For example, if a ticket got scheduled on somebody's calendar via Rocketship, then a macro may change the queue to has been scheduled and the status pending acceptance. Um, Now you can actually publish certain macros so that they're directly available to a ticket. Here we can see that Rocketship has a widget right here inside of Autotask. And instead of clicking these, we're going to go right to a macro that we've defined. And we want to send it to high priority. Now, you could do some of these changes. One of the benefits of the macro engine in Rocketship is that it can change multiple things. For example, if the macro executes against a task and project, that macro may make various changes to the task and also change the status of the project. It's very powerful, and so you can do a lot of things. Here, we're going to modify a ticket. And so notice in this particular macro, I'm requiring a note be entered. This can force you and your team to always document changes in workflow. For example, if you change an issue or sub-issue or a status priority or queue or whatever you want. And so I needed this to be another priority. All right. And while this executes, one of the most common reasons that we do this is while the escalation system is a skill-based dispatcher for tickets that looks at people's workload and their skill sets, sometimes you don't need to use escalations. You need to send it directly to a manager or an account manager. And this is probably going to be one of the more popular uses of these macros. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and refresh this. And you'll notice very simple change. I just have the macro set to do one change. But also notice it documents this, and we intentionally do not impersonate. We do this as the API user. The benefit of this is it does not allow other people to delete or edit these notes. And so it provides a good history of changes to the ticket as these macros are executed. Another cool benefit is notice it's in the ticket insight, but it also can be available via the dashboard. So again, notice we have fully integrated into Autotask. Instead of using the other dashboards, Rocketship provides a much more refined and focused dashboard. And here, same thing, we could do this, or via this view, we can go to commands. And here we go, our macros. And then notice these are our macros right here. And again, optional. And then the ones that are required won't let you get past this at all. You click submit, it would make a change to that ticket. And just briefly, so you can see how that is configured. Whenever you create a macro in the system, here's all the things that macros can currently change. All you have to do is click published and require note or no. And then when you do this, it publishes it to here. And if this is set to no, obviously it will not show up in here. And those tend to be used in the back end of the product only. And so that's how you configure it. That's how you use macros from our dashboard. And then that's also how you use macros inside of the ticket insight.